Morning guys, we are about to untie off the mooring ball at John Brewer Reef, and then we're going ahead to Trunk Reef today. We had a little bit better sleep last night, but I think that was only because we were a bit more comfortable with the way the boat was sort of set up. But yeah, so anyhow, the winds are meant to drop down this afternoon for the next 3 days, and they are meant to be really low, below 10 knots. So we should have a beautiful few days. Trunk Reef, and then we might go to one of the sand cays just on the tender.
Yeah, and we've got Trunk Reef, Kelso Cay, and another little reef. There's like a little triangle, so it looks like it's pretty cool out there.
We'll go and suss them out, and then we'll probably head into what was the mainland section?
We'll be going past Hinchinbrook Island. We'll go into Cape Richards. Then we will bounce up towards Dunk Island. And then pending we'll have service again then, we'll recheck our maps. We might do a couple of little island hops. We'll go Fitzroy Island, then we'll go Green Island just north of Cairns, and then we'll backtrack into Cairns for a week at the marina to get our last of everything important done. Yeah, good times. All right, let's go. Woo! Little fella's gonna film this morning. What's that, babe? I'll do the left first.
Yep.
And then, well actually I'll do the right first, then the left, because we'll swing around. We've got to go that way, don't we?
Doesn't matter either way. We just got to go directly backwards.
Yeah. Hey Baba. We're going to the next place. All three!
What's wrong?
No, you're right.
Just be careful of that.
Yep, so you go. You've got 1, 2, 3 and 1. So you should go straight in between them. So you've got one big bumpy up there. So you'll go left over here? Yep. Nothing worse than early mornings and late afternoons when you've got the sun glossing up the water. Goodbye, John Brewer Reef. You've been beautiful and also quite stressful. Who wants some pot porridge for breakfast?
Me.
Morning.
Hey darling. We are tightening up the trampolines. It's one of those jobs that you've got to hold your tongue right, because the gap that's left is not wide enough for my fingers to get in, so I'm like using tweezers, and it's very frustrating, but it's a job that has to be done because some of them are starting to break and then others are just really loose. These down here are new ones, so it's quite tight. If you go probably to the other side over there.
You can see how far the gap is.
So the idea is that we make them all super tight so the tramps aren't sagging. We're probably at the point where we need to start looking at getting new tramps soon anyway, because they're starting to, like the stitching's starting to go on them, so the last thing we want is to lose a kid through them. But yeah, they're pretty good for now, they'll do.
We're having a pretty awesome sail day. We left around 8:30. I think we're meant to be about a 5-hour trip, but we are well over halfway and it is 9:50. I'm working on the computer trying to get up to date with our videos. Anyone who's been watching for a long time will know that we're sort of at the moment very, very far behind, but we're about to catch up massively because we didn't really go anywhere for 3 months. And Dan is working his little butt off at the front. How's this working for your back, baby?
Yeah, it's definitely testing it out. So it's a job I've been putting off for ages, so I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Getting closer. And it's hard to find out what sort of knot to do, but basically I'm sort of like half hitch and then around 3 times, and then I'm half hitching on the actual the loops, the 3 loops, and then cutting a heap off, like fuzzing it up and then melting it so it like melts to the line, I guess, in hope that that locks it.
It looks impressive.
But they haven't loosened yet.
No. We are doing this at this age also because, as you probably have heard in a couple of videos, Dan's had many injuries in the past. So basically we're doing the opposite of what most people do when you work till you're 65 and then retire and travel around. We are basically taking our retirement now for about 5 years, hopefully longer. And then we just understand the fact that we'll have to work later in life, but realistically doing it now while we're fit and young and healthy and the kids actually want to spend time with us, you know, I think that's just the best option. We're going to have the best of both worlds. We'll be working till we're older and we don't know what the future will bring, but look where we are. So life is short, guys. Try and follow your dreams. The amount of people who tell us they wish they were doing what we were, whether on a boat, traveling, caravanning, basically just taking some, you know, little risks or sorting out their lives to have more time off. You know, how many years did we say, gosh, we wish we could do that, but we can't? Just do it, make it happen. And be prepared to be really stressed a lot of the time as well, because
it's not like we didn't bust our ass. We were working massive days, like when we had our business, which is why we're in the position we're in. It's not like we just threw our hands in the air and had minimal money. Like, we have saved up a lot of money. So I get that not everyone can do it this way, but there's so many other boats out there. You don't have to buy, and this is not by far not the best boat on the water. And we're envious of a lot of other people, but we bought the boat we could afford, buy the boat you can afford, and get out there and do it. There's no excuses. We see people out here in $5,000 boats, catamarans, like just, I don't even know what you'd call them. They're just a multi-hull, no deck on top, but they're loving it, like minimalist. So there is no excuses. It's just what you want to hold yourself to. You either want the best of everything and you're going to wait till you're retired if it happens, and then you might get injured or you might get ill. Never happens. Or you could just go and buy what you can afford, make it happen for a few years, a year, 6 months, doesn't really matter. Just get out and have a crack, and then you might find that things come up that allow you to keep going longer or cut your time in half, i.e. engines, you know, who knows. But we're not going to let that stop us. We'll just keep going and enjoy it as much as we can until we can't do it anymore.
Slow down. I can see Bommy, Bommy, Bommy. Now this is a bit crazy. Literally just in super deep water with this beautiful idyllic reef in front of us.
Anchored up in Paradise Pants.
Looks pretty nice. That water over there just looks like aqua.
Still a little bit of wind around, but that is meant to drop out soon, so hopefully,
that's what I was just looking at.
Fingers crossed. We just whacked Starlink on then to use Google Earth. We find the best to track all the bommies, and it's like pretty well bang on. So unfortunately there's no islands around, so we had to turn priority on, but we'll check emails, and I think Holly's got an email to send, and then we'll switch it back off. Shouldn't cost us much, which is good, but safety first. So we didn't hit any bommies. That's basically because we use Google Earth.
Yep.
Happy days.
Hey legends, thanks for watching this week's episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave a comment. Yeah boys.
Never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Losing almost all my energy. It's getting hard to talk to you and I'm the only.
We come across an area that's quite sharky, but there are Spanish mackerel swimming around, and Dan decides to try his luck at a kill shot and quick retrieval before a flighty grey suit beats him to it.
Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't want to tell me now, I guess I'll never know. Here we go, turning all the wrongs into rights. Here we go, you could take me there tonight. Whoa, this life is all we know. Whoa, I can't stay if you can't let it go. I never really know what's going on. Even when you're next to me, I feel like
Get it, boys. Get it, boys.
Jump out the way, yes! Hey provider, what have you got us?
Ah, have a look at this fella. Just came swimming past me.
I can't get you all in.
Oh god. Let me get up the top here, Pam. On the
That thing away
first
from
place pedestal.
Boom. That's impressive, baby.
How good.
Oof.
Oh.
Spanish. Oh god, he's wiggling.
Is it a weight?
Nah, he's dead.
I stoned him straight away. When I shot him, he just went. That's just his nerves, I think. Like his whatevers.
My provider. He's got another nice big Spanish mackerel for us. He's a bit twitchy.
Yep. Sorry about that, mate. Back here. I don't know how he's still. I spine him, so in the video, like when I shoot him, you can see that he's like out cold.
Yeah, instantly knocked out.
And then, but he's still, and he's bled, but he's still
Twitching.
twitching like a maniac.
Bit weird.
It's probably normal. We're just not very.
Lockie, come check it out.
Oh, what is
This,
He's still flipping.
this big Spanish mackerel has something in its tummy.
So every time I catch and fillet a fish, the boys want to know what's in its belly. 9 times out of 10, they're fairly empty. This fella.
He's got like a whole baby parrotfish in there. Ugh, that's so nasty.
Well, he got to the good bit. He's got all the skin off.
The sharks can eat that now.
We don't normally throw all our bits off, but we're in an area where people
don't normally anchor and we're moving anyway.
And
so.
yeah, an area where people wouldn't really jump off and just swim off the back, I don't think. So normally would leave it in a bucket and drop it out later. Heck yeah. Oh, that's 2 nice slabbies, Daniel.
Yeah.
Ooh, got some nice steaks there, baby.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Week.
I forgot how much of a bugger these were. They're not like my nice little trout.
No.
I'm not the world's best filleter, so don't judge me. I'm bugging.
That is a lovely, huge bowl of Spanish mackerel steaks. I'm going to cryovac them all into just one serve, basically.
Oh, there he is.
Who is it? What?
Big shark.
And then we'll
Oh, here he is.
have them all prepped.
Where?
He's coming into the back of the boat.
Have them all prepped up to cook with. I like to only ever defrost one serve of fish in case you get distracted or you've had enough of fish. So, but apparently there's a sharky shark coming around and having a swim. Dan's just got one more cod to fillet, and then I will vac up all the Spanish mackerel, and then we're going to move on to our next location. That's where we're headed today.
Is it?
There's a few boats over there, so we're thinking it's a bit of a hot spot, and we believe it might be where we've planned already to go this afternoon. So we'll let you know if that's where we end up. It is a beautiful sand cay. So don't forget to keep an eye out for our next episode with the beautiful Walker Reef.